Hello, đây nè nè. Tao giờ mà lên phải to nè, chập chập ban prime chim vi and nafa. Let's go dương. Hello brother. Đây là element trong món muốn kéo này. Anh em muốn kéo này. Cọc khóc. Giờ let's go dương. Em mà chín pot nào? Nhưng mà chín đấy. On stake cái nó. Farm artifact ra nè. Farm artifact tí. Vậy if pi nhom mau pada vay anh tao vay anh không vay chứ này. Từ nhom vay ai mà còn là chứ này. Sao nhom lâu nhom khan lên vô sau vài số khăn rồi. Nhưng vay on là nè. Vay hơn anh vay trong xe phòng. Cái chứ đấy. Ô lên thành rải mò cọp gì đi. Oh my god. Chọn đi phải môn chẳng. Anh sợ buồn mòn tí nào nè. Không bao nhiêu bán farm này ơi. Còn ai bỏ farm tăng bị đào mất. Cọp hóa như này nè. Sao nhà bán farm là bán 500 nè. Là farm 300 tí nào nè. Cái farm mà đó bán 300 nào nè. Có mấy ban em tiền nè. Nè. Ăn đăng rồi những plek nè. Ăn ban farm. Set vào đầu. Set vào đầu. Lầnนี้vô này kìa. Lầnนี้vô cái này. How to. Maybe how to này. Lầnนี้vô how to này. How to or dạ. Cái chiến sĩ sách. No. Mềm rồi anh. Săn há các bạn này. Bấy này nè. Cái chiến. No. Chồng đề giá C4 what the heck man. Chồng đề giá chi tà nạc này mong C4 tà nạc này mong. Vì nát nêu mà lộn nhiều mong. Yeah. Vì nát nêu mà lộn nhiều mong. Đã vay nãy chứ nào. Đây bật sâm bát, đây bật sắt. Và bị ao nhom phong bong. Mấy chăng rồi à? Chưa. Mà chưa đâu vậy chứ nè. Nhưng vay lên cát lâu anh vay đi chứ này. Nhưng fan tiếp. Level. Let's go. Cùng tính nó lư lấy ra ấy. Khai nè, khai cả ha không? Khai sẽ đi cháo lư lấy được cười mấy lâu. Lấy lư ra. Sai cho những đồ khá nè, gồm tới đồ khá nè. Lư lấy sẽ ra không gồm tới nữa. Cho những đồ khá mong. Đối khá nó phá mát là xong. Cầm chay nè. Đứa ngọc liêm máu. Man khăn nè, man khăn anh. Mà phải khăn hẳn easy, so easy. Yeah. Y chơi ngay. Nope. Bây giờ tăng pi đã wifi móc lên mà em đang ngay bữa đó đã smart đang mến bữa đó smart đang nhưng prap đó đang mến rồi thì đã wifi sáng rồi tìm let's go lắm rồi man chừng bằng cái điện really
Close your eyes. Observe.
Freedom Sternที่เป็นไง
Nightfall.
Freedom Stern ที่เป็นยัง clean nhóm stir energy ở đây account nhóm cua pool support môi nà vì năng luôn ná ai chồng mày càng vậy càng YouTube chọn bà đó hả nhạc nếu anh update computer update YouTube ở đây các bò cái thôi nhóm khô là lề nè cùng chẳng ấy lô cùng chẳng ấy please cùng chẳng ấy please chọn bắt hai chọn bắt hai cháu này nhóm mừng mà lên cái này nhóm mơ comment lên cái thời để xa chọn bắt đây lấy mơ tam cùng mơ cái Luna and Astral là cái Astral cái Luna ở đây đang số bảy cái vật số bảy
Be silent. Close your eyes.
Come on man.
Fear the dark.
Come on man.
Be silent.
Come on man.
To dust.
Nó được đấy vậy.
Surge. Absorption test.
Ngọt liềm.
Observe.
Nào. Ta sao piទៀតទេបងនៅស្រុកខ្ញុំគេដាក់មកអាម៉ាត់ហ្វូនហើយអូខេបាទវល់ដាក់ខ្សែឬដាក់អាហ្នឹងដាក់ខ្លួនខ្សែហ្នឹងខ្ញុំថ្ងៃប្រើម៉ាត់ហ្វូនតែខ្ញុំប្រើម៉ាត់ហ្វូនហើយតាខែ15ឡាហើយដល់ខែដល់ណាមែនខ្ញុំប្រើម៉ាត់ហ្វូនតានេះហ្វូនតម្លៃធូរតាកុំខ្ញុំប្រើបែកក្នុង net តែវាថ្លៃពេក net ប្រើស្រួលហើយតែវាថ្លៃមានតែ20ឡាខ្ញុំក៏ថយដាក់15ឡាដាក់មកធ្វើបណ្ដោយ speed មកអូខេមកឡាយមក smooth ឡាយអត់បញ្ហាឡើយឡាយកំណត់តិចឡាយ game លេង game មកអែមនេះបាត់ហ្វូន15ឡាមួយខែឡាយមក smooth
Surge. Animal test 63.
Close your eyes.
Pew. Liêm rồi vậy. Ơi. Let's go. Nói farm bả nó giỏi mấy nè. Hot rồi. Farm miền ấy bạn ấy thế. Update ấy nè, chỗ này ở đây YouTube này nè. Cô lệ. Bật xem mà. Fireman. Update đi mà, update. Chả làm mình đang in là pha trong pi đang vô một pi rồi tay vô Colombiana muốn rồi đây làm nãy lấy team xây man tràn tại in pha lấy mata hay bơm luôn lấy mata luôn là cha vậy chẳng một đời vô này tao vô Colombiana tao nhưng mà làm muốn rồi đây pi nắng cô vô pi này thêm pi nắngสำคัญtừng pi không thêm luna chargeแต่យើងខ្វះតតែមុនខ្វះតយើងហ្វាសិនហ្វាមរ៉ាមួយសិនហ្វាមរ៉ាមួយសិនឯគេខ្សែបងនៅហូមខ្ញុំរៀងឆ្ងាយដាក់6ខែ free ឲ្យ2ខែអស់160 160ម៉ែន
I stand before
ខ្ញុំខែមិនដឹងមួយខែមែន
alone and
ខ្ញុំ
unchanging.
ហ្វ្រី2ខែតែខ្ញុំដាក់6ខែតែហ្វ្រី2ខែហើយហ្វ្រីតែឡើងឲ្យទៀតគឺមកដល់មួយខែមែនរហូតមួយខែមែនខ្ញុំខែ5អស់តែ90ទេខ្ញុំអស់90គេដល់មួយខែ20ខែ20មិន26ដង2ដង12នេះ20ក៏មិនដល់ដែរមួយខែ25 4ខែ100ហ្នឹងហើយហើយដល់ខែ25ចឹង4ខែ100 2ខែទៀត50ទៀត150 160ម៉ោងហើយសេវាដល់10ឡានទៀតទេ
Now it's your turn.
Shine down.
Teamwork is
Eat
great.
this.
Eat this. Nice and spicy. Witness the power of wuwa.
There is no escape. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
ណាំនឿវាយពីក្រោយមើលដាក់សៀលឯណា1 2 3 let's go យើង fight តយើងអានេះខំមកចាប់ញ៉ាប់លេងញ៉ាប់ចាប់លឿនៗនេះអូខេខំមកនេះចាប់ដល់នេះខំមកនេះចាប់ចុះbạn em tiếp này không xử lý chỉ có này cướp đấy chỉ cướp này chỉ cướp đấy cướp đấy score với
Inactivities.
in là phá pra ban cướp thêm mình vậy cái lồng bị nám chứ in là phá thì nó phách nó
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
ในฟ้าปราบาลทีม
Thank
โอ้
you for completing
คือ
today's
จะรู้
commission.
ราชาอย่างไงทีมฟลินยังไงจะไปจังปลาวันไหน
Ad
หลัก
Astra.
โรบิน่าปราอันจานทีมลูน่าคริสตัลไลเซเกโนทำไมเนาะคริสตัลเซเกบ้านใดเป็นดังลูน่าบลูน่าชาติเคยบ้านมากันโนแต่บ่
Ad
เป็นฟ้า
Astra.
ไล่มาแต่ลูน่าชาติ let's go ตอนยังอ๋อนะแควต่อ where special mode where ยังไม่ flow where my flow นำไปจุดบุญ please แปะกันyeah โอเคจบ in the ฟ้าปราบานโอเค
Search keyword world formula
Bạn mùi.
and bring me all relevant books.
ก็ได้เลยchọn khổ vậy scan oh no cho nè chắc an khi not locate oh my god word formula this one maybe nice this one marionette centrone
Let's see.
say snack
This one is on Tonki's sermon dictation concerning the apocalypse.
say snap cho mà thu vi
I believe that the correct term for this is Fortuna. This was an ancient Romorian technology, a wisdom unparalleled.
អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំភូល Colombina ហ្នឹងហើយបង Colombina ភូល ល្អជាង
I never imagined that Romorian ideas would be so similar to the diagram I have named, the world formula. This is strong evidence that human civilization should gradually shed possibilities as it continues to explore and evolve. The end of humankind may well be upon us right now. The sparks of civilization shall run out, unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system.
Okay.
Variables. Surely that can only mean one thing. Descenders? Dottore likely captured the traveler because of her descender status. But the Three Moons' authority comes from the world itself. Why would Dottore need anything beyond that? Where does this variable factor in? The world formula calculates the fate of an entire world. Introducing a variable would therefore give us...
What? Wait for the next
Polonia, search keyword pathway and bring me all relevant books.
pathway មួយណាមួយនេះនេះគេខ្ញុំប្រើហ្មងត្រូវម៉ាច់ហ្មងណាមានចាំប្រើយូរ pathway let's go
Otonki Sermon Dictation. Explications on the Chemical Marriage. These titles are pretty esoteric. Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. Deconstructing and reversing its effects could generate potential ideas. So, it's one of Renee's draft lectures. Deconstructing the pathway. I suppose that could lead to a breakthrough. This is so long. This guy sure loves showing off his knowledge. Polonia, search keyword tree model and bring me all relevant books.
Okay. Which one? This one? Nope. This 3 model. Let's go.
Most of the experimental devices proposed by the Lilia Crucis Ordo are built based on the simple and basic logical structure of a tree model. Lilia Crucis. Guess they were trying to cover up the name of the Nautitzenkreuz Ordo? When Duke St. Germanus departed, he said, "It seems that there's no going back." Alas, he is only a genius when it comes to machines. In all other things, he is but ordinary. Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. What kind of book is this? Great Detective Herlock, the Alchemist and the Clockwork Saint? Isn't this a novel? Come on. Still, the author swears that they knew Renee well. Whatever. I guess it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Renee would say nonsense like that on occasion. Memory, wishes, souls, and persona. Frankly, this sounds more like occultism, but if Albedo vouches for it, I suppose there must be some alchemical basis to these techniques. The way Alain Guillotin saw it, the world was comprised of machines. The universe needed machines, and thus his technologies were created. That's why I was born. Rene, his full name was Rene de Petrichor, if I recall correctly. Sounds like he and the town must be intricately connected.
Rene.
That place was also the source of most of our information regarding Remurian civilization. Seems like some of his projects were based on their technology.
Okay.
The cutting of souls and storing them in vessels. These seemingly unrelated techniques underpin
đây bà đơ.
Rene's research.
Hey,
Assuming that the 4 orthants correspond to alchemical categories. The chemical marriage model? Alan would have scoffed at that. He never would have let those theories or parameters anywhere near his mathematical formulas. What was Alan's view on Rene?
Hỏi tao lên khoét đây
I know
rồi.
he mentioned the name, albeit very rarely. Oh, now I remember. Alan's old notes are here too. They mentioned Rene once. Rene seemed most out of sorts when he spoke to me. A lack of sweet foods has dulled his mind, I should think. Either way, his words are not to be believed. Yep, that sounds like Alan. My subordinates actually did a half-decent job digging out all these materials. Makes a change. Good for them. Some of Alan's old files are completely consistent with these records. He must have gotten them from the Tower of Gestalt. I never knew he got his hands on Rene's records that early. He may have kept them, but he never even attempted to use them. Didn't believe a word they said. Come to think of it, Rene's world formula was filled with calculations of constants. That shows he believed that the fate of the world to be predetermined. As for Alan... it's been too long. I forget what he said. What would he have said? A guy like him, fervent believer in machines, but not headstrong enough. The world can be changed. It is worth persevering. Yes, that's how he used to think at least. He created that procedure to save this world. Yet the scale of the world's fate proved too enormous. The result was beyond his ability to calculate. He died having never seen the outcome. And there I was, left behind in the ashes of his dreams. Did you really never take a close look at Rene's research? Or did you read it but deem his philosophy incompatible with your model? The very thought of trying to incorporate his ideas probably made you feel sick to the stomach. Well, don't worry, because there's a whole new category of lunatic in town. Next to Dottore, every other madman looks sane. You once asked me what I wished for. Should have asked him instead. He's the one pining for things you'd sooner die than witness.
Ngày chăn đo tất cứ sự là giống ngày thăm nàng ở bên ngày nào trâu lục trâu sạ ngày nào trâu tận đấy ngày nào trâu đây trâu đặt chụp ở bên này cứ thăm nàng bao giờ đã điên là thời cá sầm khán là ngày tất ngày 6 mình nó sầm khán là này miền Tây tràn thời ấy tràn miền Tây lên cái miền Tây để miền Tây đà sầm rạp nhóm no ngày na cái đời ngày na dạ bị đế từ lụa mà bị lụa lại dạ bị lái đế từ lụa tiệt every day still okay every day all the same
traverse the world, space-time and
same
civilization. Then extract the essential nodes from the records to determine which variables they point to. The primordial power that differentiated itself from the void. The power of light.
Yo, okay. Yes. Hello, I'm Nhu. Hello, Tông Vũ. Nhu là rồi. Và tầm mời chúng ta đăng này. Có squad đây. Nè mơ chám này.
I'm still missing a few variables. I need to think this through again. How do you think it looks, Polonia? Like the frenzied scrawlings of a madwoman?
Mai đây đến chạy tại.
Fine, keep it to yourself. It's not like you can talk anyway.
I'll
assume you gave it a passing grade. I jest. But
Vừa
true
cá,
madness does
ói,
often start with trying to
bà
save the
cái
world.
bà
What would
hàng
Arlecchino and Columbina
lúc
think
hồi
if they
này
saw this incomprehensible hint
lúc hồi nãy
They'd
cái là
probably
nhóm
have
cái là
me
nhóm thơ ca cái bên
institutionalized.
nhóm
So
thơ
it
ca cái
goes
nhóm
the
pe
lead.
like chứ ngay rồi à
She's been dead for a
thơ ca
while
cái xoay
now.
đây bắt rồi nhầm vậy sao mình lần mình hết
When I
bạn
close
đợi
my
bạn
eyes
setup
and
như
think
mình
back,
bạn mới như mình
I can still see her face
mấy mà đợi bạn mới like vậy
and that enormous
đừng
dress she used to wear.
nhầm vậy
Such a
sao mình
bizarre
lần
choice. What
vậy
possessed
là
her? Oh, and the clack clack of those
vậy là
heels
like
used
saying
to drive me insane. No one's asking me, obviously, but I hope you all know that I never wanted to save the world. I'm not crazy. I don't have delusional ambitions, and that's a clinical fact. The world needs a solution, but I don't need the world's validation. It's the world begging me for answers, not
gần
the
sắp
other
lớn
way
đo
around.
na hơi thì cái bạn đờ nhầm can lên dù hơi đo ngay vào đó nọt cày ấy chết đo cái snake này dài đã đăng cá này maybe đi po sam sập cái thi tham okay preparing the tea now what cho mình nấu biết nấu nhầm ok tập gì đấy vậy này bà có một vậy mình thi mình nấu biết có gì nhầm tàu
Oh, cookies to go with the tea. Let's see.
coffee
They must be from that person who brought those documents. I see they're from Hotel de Boer. Something's written on the
cái đăng
box.
mình skip cái
We are proud to
Đừng
present
ăn là
this
gì?
homage to the Fortress of Maripede's fun-filled meal collection system. Fortune cookies. Have a lucky start to your day. Sounds like a dumb gimmick to me. Be early to bed and early to rise. Get plenty of sun and drink plenty of water. Then things will surely go well for you. What? Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is magically gonna save a world on the brink of existential peril.
it's got the okay
Lady Arlecchino, word has reached us that Lady
đó.
Marionette's troops are all in
mà
position.
đo em đo
They
này
are ready to act as soon as the order is given.
đo
Excellent.
lấy cái nâu
The only thing is,
The
they are
nail,
fewer
the
in
nail,
number than we
nail, nail.
expected. It looks like many of them must have lost their
Hello,
lives
đang
at the
hài,
hand of
okay
the
bạn ơi.
monsters released by the doctor.
Can't be helped. Allow them to join our ranks and keep in contact.
As you wish.
as you wish đâu tiếc này ai men à tới đâu mũi bon ta đâu tiếc bon
It's been a while, Arlecchino. You look well.
chôm let's go ở đây
Did Torre really have to
Thật
build
là
a slab
lìa
around the sole
chuột
path
cho
between
muội
Snezhnaya
đền
and
đèo.
Notcry? Had to go on a huge detour to stay out of its line of sight.
lọ tham nữa si
Sounds like an arduous journey. I assume you've brought
Chà.
word from Her Majesty.
Of course, all part of the job. Firstly, the Tsaritsa has authorized Fatui Internal Affairs to review Dottores' case. They will reach a formal verdict on whether he has turned traitor and whether he poses a threat to Snezhnaya. While they're working on that, I've been ordered to come and receive the refugees from Notcry.
They are nearby. My team will escort you to them shortly.
Great. Aside from that, Her Majesty has a message for you and Sandrone personally. Huh? Where is Sandrone?
She stayed behind to work since I was making the trip anyway. It seemed
Sandrone
sensible to have one person on standby at base while the other came out to meet you.
All right, guess that's just how she rolls. In that case, tell her that the Tsaritsa's decree this time is pretty awesome sounding. I think she'll like this one. Still, I wonder what... Wait, what's that?
what
Did one of our troops turn into a monster?
Take him out.
ចំឆាលចំឆាលព្រះលេកណូกับสรี
Lay to bear.
Shouldn't let your guard down. Bring it. You've gotten stronger, Arlecchino.
กับสรี
Nice.
Stop that right now. I appreciate the
Oh
praise,
my
but I'm
God.
not fighting you today.
I knew it.
Transfixed.
Oh my god ឆាលយ៉ាងលេកណូវាយគ្នានេះធីមចាក់ធីមគ្នានេះกับสรี
I can't believe it. He was a living, breathing human one moment, and the next.
Another fine piece of work by our dear colleague, I'm afraid.
What in the world has been going on in Nodcry?
ចំថាមើលដុកទ័រអាចធ្វើឲ្យមនុស្សខ្លាចជាបិសាចនេះហើយជាសត្វមួយនេះពួកហ្នឹងមិញពួកហ្នឹងបើធ្វើវីតាកូនចៅបើធ្វើវីតាតែសខ្លាចជាសត្វបិសាចហ្នឹង
A lot.
Beast.
But long story short,
Monster.
Dottore stole 2 moon marrows that should have belonged to Columbina, then built a 3rd moon marrow of his own to concentrate the Trilunar authority in his hands.
Trilunar
What? What do you mean he built a moon marrow? People build roads and houses, not moon marrows. What's his next DIY project? He's gonna build a god?
ឆាលនិយាយមកនិយាយនេះមក
You could stand to be less surprised. We are harbingers. The work we are engaged in makes the creation of gods seem mundane by comparison.
Okay
I tell everyone who asks that you once crossed swords with Rex Lapis while serving as a key supporter for Rosaline's plan. But right now,
Rosalind
you're acting like a common adventurer.
Rosalind ហ្នឹងនេះមែន Rosalind ហ្នឹងដូចនេះហ៎ដូចម្នាក់ដែល Redden ស្លាប់ឈ្មោះគេបែបដែរមិនមែនណានេះឈ្មោះគេលេខបាត់ណាចុះផ្លេចឈ្មោះដែរយូរពេកងាប់យូរពេកផ្លេចឈ្មោះដែរនេះ
Thanks for speaking up for me. Those two really took me for a ride back then. Then again, surely no common adventurer would manage to get tangled up with them the way I did. That's gotta count in my favor, right?
It almost sounds like you wish to repeat the experience. I might have to lower my opinion of you.
No. I'll stop talking. Please, go on.
Dottore is currently still experimenting with his newfound power in ways that continue to corrode the outside world. As for the human mutation, I believe this is simply a consequence of his experiments, and not a strategic move. That radiant beast was once a subordinate of Sandrone's. I suspect he was only allowed to live so that he could become an experimental subject. Also, those of us who fought Dottore have been afflicted with a curse. As such, I cannot leave Nodcry.
This is so much worse than I thought. No wonder Her Majesty's decree is so extreme. While these exceptional circumstances persist, the Harbingers are hereby authorized to use unilateral executive powers. Should Dottore pose a threat, Arlecchino and Sandrone are permitted to eliminate him.
My thanks to Her Majesty. I will pass these good tidings on to Sandrone.
ចំ
Her Majesty has also declared that she will refrain from launching an attack on the now evacuated Nodcry due to the presence of unretrieved research material.
ចំ the majesty the queen តែគេថារសារហ្នឹងបានអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យ Columbina អី Columbina អនុញ្ញាតឲ្យ Santone និង Lekino អាចសម្លាប់នេះបានសម្លាប់ Dottore បានហើយលេងខ្វល់ហើយនេះសារ Dottore ហ្នឹងវាធ្វើលើសពេក
A wise decision.
By the way, how's my old partner doing? I'm assuming they're with you?
No
Partner? You mean the traveler?
traveler ហ្នឹងឯង
I'm afraid I have bad news. She was captured after our failed assault on Dottoro's lab. Her whereabouts are currently unknown.
What? Why? Since when does Dottore have a bone to pick with her?
That is indeed the question. I'm not sure he does. He must have some other goal in mind.
This won't do. I have to rescue her.
Oh my god ឆាកៅត្រីឆាដល់ best friend best partner ឥឡូវយើងដល់តែចាប់ចង់ឲ្យជួយយើងនេះ
You can't. We have no idea where the traveler is.
What am I supposed to do then? Stand here twiddling my thumbs?
កៅត្រី
Sandrone is working on it. The best thing you can do right now is complete your mission.
ឆាខឹងដល់តែដែរនេះឆាវាយដែរឡើយ
Fine. I guess I'll leave this to you then.
One last thing. Tell the rooster to get the message out to the gods and citizens of every nation in Tevat. Beware. An uncontrollable pollution is spreading forth from Nodcry.
ហើយសុដេដែរបាន
The source of that pollution is a madman drunk on the success of his experiments. The Fatui and our allies will endeavor to contain the threat. However, if Nodcry falls, things are likely to escalate. Considering Dottore is one of our own, all Fatui stationed in Nodcry consider it our duty to stay and fight him to the bitter end.
ចុំ
Whatever the cost.
ខប់
Hey, don't be too pessimistic. If it comes to it, I'm sure Her Majesty won't stand by and do nothing.
I hope you're right.
You're right on time.
Thanks. Hey, do you think I'll get that gliding exam exemption? I made sure I was on my best behavior in Mondstadt. I landed well outside the city and walked in through the gates.
I'll help you apply, don't worry. For now, let's see what we have here.
What are the doctor's energy fields even don't seem to apply to them?
They are very mysterious. But ultimately, they appear to be comprised of energies from the three realms. Thanks to research by Master in the Hexen Circle, we know that Tevat's 7 elements are derived from the more primordial power of the Light Realm, which is antagonistic with the power of the Void Realm. Since you have the power of the Dragon Durin within you, I'm sure you can already tell that this energy field contains no abyssal energy.
That's true. It's not abyssal energy, it's something pure, wild, and untamed.
I've been thinking about something. Do you still remember the device that Dory supplied from the Academia when you and Miss Columbina fought Rarier? That was one of the most marvelous feats of ingenuity I've ever seen. The design, the craftsmanship, the material selection.
អាហ្នឹងដូចនេះ
I couldn't fault any of it.
អាហ្នឹងដូចបោះស្កើកមកដូចស្កើកយកមកលក់ឲ្យDory អា device ហ្នឹងណា maybe ខ្ញុំដូចផ្លេចបាត់ហើយ
Not to mention the operating principles. Surely the most ingenious feature of all. Dory didn't go into detail on how it functions, but I have a working theory. The clue was that Miss Columbina was somehow able to use the pyro energy that you provided, despite the fact that, as a moon goddess, she should only be able to use light realm energy in principle. Now, all elemental energy is, of course, derived from light realm energy to begin with. Hence, I suspect that the device works by restoring elemental energy to its original state. This presumes a theoretical model of the 7 elements akin to that of light refracted through a prism. Perhaps it is no mere analogy. Maybe there is indeed a prism in this model. I almost wonder if the idea for the device was conceived based on direct observations of said prism. It would explain how such an ironclad design concept was achieved. It is at once a masterwork of engineering and a groundbreaking application of the Academia's latest elemental theories. I suspect only Lesser Lord Kusanali herself could have devised such an ambitious technology.
អូខេអូអាហ្នឹងបានអំពីនេះច្រឡំបានអំពីសាមារូដូចជាហ្នឹងហើយដូចជាបោះណាយដែរអ្នកណាបង្កើត maybe ចឹងដែរឲ្យមកយើងមកជួយឲ្យយើងទុកប្រយុទ្ធជាមួយនេះតែរី
But back to the energy field before us. If this is pure light realm energy, its relation to elemental energy is one of integration versus division. Or you could say that the former contains the latter. Could this mean that elemental energy can dilute the power of the light realm?
Should we give it a try?
We should.
what
Ha! It works!
Clear signs of disruption were detected at the periphery of the energy field. This indicates that elemental energy can disturb or even negate the field. Now you try.
All right, here goes. It's working!
Switch to abyssal energy and attack again.
ចុង
No surprises there. Abyssal power drains the energy field to a significantly greater extent. I now feel confident in asserting that the energy field is indeed pure light realm energy, and that elemental energy can dilute it.
នៅរ៉ាប់ energy
But the energy field is huge. How much elemental energy will it take to neutralize it?
We don't have to neutralize it completely. We can try other approaches. That's all for theory. Would you like to continue watching?
So you knew I was here.
អូទៀតហើយអវតារដាក់ឈ្មោះអវតារឲ្យនេះស្ការមួយ
Huh?
Honor
When did you get here?
head guy
A while ago. But Albedo sounded like he was working on his thesis defense back there. Back in Sumeru. You can end a person's whole career by interrupting them mid-speech.
Very thoughtful of you. I'm truly touched. Could I ask you to lend me a hand?
With what?
A little test. Try using Animo to unleash a concentrated assault with circular blades, with the goal of breaking through at a singular point.
ចុំបើកធំហ្នឹងនេះ
Nice! This time it tore through the field.
Tremendous. This is a major breakthrough.
Should we go through?
We probably shouldn't risk having mutually antagonistic energies in such close proximity. Durin, you stay here and watch the entrance. Hat Guy and I will go in to investigate.
okay
Sounds sensible to me. Keep your eyes peeled, Durin.
Don't worry, I got this. You two be careful in there. Just give me the signal if you need help and I'll dive right in.
What do you mean, signal?
It's based on a new alchemical concoction I developed last month. When 2 bottles of it are smashed on the ground together, they emit a blinding burst of light. If it comes to that, remember to shield your eyes with your hat.
okay
Glad I asked. Thanks for the heads up.
go in enter
Like I thought.
energy field
Beyond a certain distance, we can't see the opening where we came in. Maybe that's to prevent people from escaping.
អូ
Sounds like Dottore style to me.
លុយមែននៅក្រៅមើលឃើញធម្មតានៅក្នុងនេះតែក្រៅមើលឃើញផ្សេងអត់ស្រីទេ
Not much has changed. Things are basically the same here as they were before the energy field appeared.
They have no heartbeats and they're not breathing. We can only assume they're dead. But there are no visible wounds. Also, there's an animal squatting next to each body.
It's watching us. That's not an animal's gaze.
What are you trying to tell us?
Doesn't seem eager to talk. I guess maybe it's just an animal after all.
Let's keep looking around.
Chứ mình đứa mấy nia chẳng slot này chẳng tay sát ở đây để here tay wait what
Same situation
new
everywhere.
player
Not a living soul in sight. Just countless bodies with animals standing watch over them.
here mình đứa mới sát mùi here nó đây play mấy here nếu sát mùi
Well, I think we can safely rule out the possibility that they're all pets.
they all pet
Is skirting around the topic your way of showing consideration for other people's feelings?
Just being cautious. I don't doubt that you can handle the truth.
here sát mới nơi mùi cái sát đó này đây chăm đây diêm ạแต่ไม่ทันเลยแพทไม่สั่นจำบอมเนื้อนั่งเหมือนอ่ะ
Careful.
Please. Help us. Please.
Over there, I hear a voice.
Please. Help us. Please.
จำซัดนั่งใจเหม็น
What happened here?
I don't know.
เมน
Suddenly, everyone collapsed. Then my line of sight got lower. I still have some of my senses left. I gotta get out of here.
It looks like there's a huge experiment going on inside this energy field. Maybe each energy field is its own giant experiment. Vile.
He's swapping human minds with those of animals.
เมน
Even without the other circumstances, this would be an extremely radical experiment.
โดเนี่ยโดไม้เนี่ยไม้เนี่ยcái khu báo đi rư plắng ý mẹ nàyไม้ยังบอใจด้วยนี่โดเป็นเย็นโดไอ้ขี้มวยซัดอ่ะเนี่ย
Those people may have lost their sense of selves, but they are not fully animals either.
นี่เฮีย
If they were, they would have left. But instead, their instincts are driving them to remain by their dead bodies.
อืม
We should go. No sense in sticking around here longer than we need to.
Agreed.
ไม่ลืออะไรก็น่าเนาะแต่เลิกตะกราวอันนี้จะย้อนเหม็น
Quit following me.
ตะกราวแต่ทะเลสาบในจำไพ Let's go.
Ah, you're back. Everything okay?
It's not okay.
We saw some things that take a strong stomach. Otherwise, we're fine.
We should share our findings with the others.
Clear. Dodoko. Lỗi. Dodo communicate device.
Yes? Who is it?
Miss Nefer, it's me, Albedo.
กับอะไรก็ใบ clear.
We found a way to break through the energy fields. With enough control, it's possible to tear them open using elemental energy. Also, we managed to take a look inside. Dottore is carrying out his cruel experiments on an immense scale. Any residents who have failed to evacuate in time will likely meet a grisly end.
Sounds like he's living down to our expectations.
Might I ask how things are proceeding on your end?
I'm just about to get started. I'll be in touch once I have a result.
Understood. Stay safe.
Understood.
I will.
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are complete.
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with me present.
Let's begin. Entering simulation mode. A vast wasteland. Is this the traveler's inner world?
Chồng lối mày.
I was expecting something more vibrant,
In
to
the-
be honest.
In the world.
Wait, someone's there.
What are you looking at? In that case, I'll look at it with you. I want to know all about everything you've seen and experienced. Is there somewhere I should return to? Or should I stay here and be the hero everyone says I am? I don't dislike my current life. Roaming the land, fighting battles, accomplishing missions, earning a living, looking after Paimon. It's not so bad. I guess the only thing that's missing is that you're not here with me.
This is the conscious layer, which contains a person's true feelings. It is filled with both longing and kindness.
I suppose anyone who lives long enough ends up wishing for someone who can't be there. Maybe it's the only way we can feel truly alive.
Time to delve a little deeper.
Nasha Town is hardly the optimal choice for a place to live, but it has character and a reasonable population density.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, don't be nervous. I was just thinking where might make a good starting point for your journey. Perhaps I should send you further afield. Conria, perhaps.
Conria ceased to exist long ago.
Once again, you fail to understand the possibilities that the Tri-Lune creates. Anything that has existed in the past, I can now recreate.
Chồng.
You simply do not wish to see that happen. That might be because you miss your sibling and fear getting answers that you are not ready to learn. But this is not for me to judge. If we are to collaborate, we need to maintain an amicable relationship. In a moment, you will be able to...
Oh no.
Đắng.
What are you...
Oh my god. Khó xử lý. Trông sao
What
mày?
are you gonna do?
Cái khung.
Don't move.
Chào bạn đấy.
Something unwanted has crept into... Oh? Gone as quickly as it came.
Oh my god.
Did you save me?
If I hadn't cut the connection, Dottore might have caught you from the other side and destroyed you. This
Oh.
was a good idea, but once is plenty. You were exceptionally brave. Excellent work.
Thanks, but now's not the time for that.
Nicole đập bài.
Albedo speaking.
I think I know where she is.
What is this endless darkness? I can't see anything, even though my eyes are wide open. But why? What happened?
Ah, sorry about that. I take it you didn't notice. Just now, a friend of yours took a little peek into your mind.
Could it be Nefer? How did she do it? Did she use something as a medium to connect to me?
Do you think she's aware of your current circumstances? Oh dear. Have I stunned you into silence? I only wanted to slow down your time a little so I could stop your intruder in her tracks. It would have been nice to capture the spy. I must say, I'm finding the ability to adjust the flow of time rather intriguing. The moment you closed your eyes, time seemed to grow impossibly viscous, didn't it? A whole month passed before you opened your eyes again, but only for you. No one else was affected. I dare say this is something only a god can achieve.
Point taken. You've proven once again that you have god-tier powers.
Oh, you misunderstand.
God-tier power.
This wasn't about proving a point. I was testing things out. I find I learn best by doing, and I have to admit, time is not the easiest dimension to control. I only wanted to make you sleep for a short while, but it ended up lasting a whole month. Clearly some finesse is required to wield the authority over time as I wish. I hope you're not angry with me. It was only a month's discrepancy, nothing too serious. Had I been off by a year, a decade, or even a century, that would have been quite a different story.
You could have frozen me for millions of years. So much for collaboration. You aren't showing much sincerity.
Millions of years? To what end? I wonder if you don't understand humans all that well. They are very pragmatic creatures who understand only that which they can perceive with their senses. If I had you sit here for a week, I imagine people might sympathize. But if I left you here for 100, 1,000, or 10,000 years, the sheer size of that number would cause it to lose all meaning to them. They would not have the capacity to comprehend your suffering, and thus they could not empathize.
Doctor có bài God nè. God-tier power mới là God rồi, spy God rồi.
Unfortunately, while gods do exist in Teyvat, it is ordinary humans that account for most of the population. Their lifespans are so limited, their bodies so fragile. Did you ever really hope that they could begin to understand someone like you? Your long life and unique origins make you fundamentally different from them. How long will it be before they start to treat you like the alien you are?
Alien.
Before you are ostracized.
Outcast. Nó vậy ni mó cha rốt quyền ở giờ có bot. Thì nó cha rốt ở giờ có bot mười nữa. Alien. Dân alien này thay dân cao phúc nè. Dân bên đạt nó phúc nè. Nhưng mà bị cào. Nhưng mà phúc cay.
Even I feel bad for you sometimes. This world has made you into a slave. So many times you have served its will. And not once have the powers that be ever thought to grant you the one simple thing you wish for.
Cùng stop, charok.
You have been treated most unfairly. I can change that. I will grant you special privileges and give you back the status you rightly deserve as a descender.
Look bên này. Man.
I've entered the past 3 times at this point.
Let's go.
But I still have so many questions. For instance, beyond each point being further back in time than the last, what determines the specific locations at which I can make entry? So far, the common thread linking all 3 scenarios is that the traveler has been present. But it's more than that. I know I sensed something familiar around her. What was it? I'll keep this question in mind as I carry on.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers You neither comprehend
Cao giật mùi
nor
nè rìa.
control.
This looks like Star Sand Shoal. Was this before Rerir regained his physical form?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
The cannon. That's right. I was at Silver Moon Hall and I sensed an abnormal Kuvagi fluctuation coming from Nasha Town. And right after that, came an ominous power emanating from Star Sand Shoal.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished.
I wonder if I could try to prevent his resurrection. But how would I do it? What can I do, here and now?
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
No, I won't make it in time. She's using the Kuvaki shield like I taught her. Is she gonna use it to block the cannon's beam? She's strong. I'm sure she can manage. But the force released when the beam impacts the shield might lead to collateral damage. Easy Island. The Frost Moon Scions will be exposed to lethal levels of Kuvaki.
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
Mới ta. Lại nắng cứ miền ấy mà chui tốt on nè. Tái giờ đã đăng khả năng kia thì thay như cái thằng lùm na nó ai cả nắng à. Lùm na chui vậy cái nè. Tái cặp bất cứอันนั้นដូចជាអាការឆ្លងពេលវេលាទៅហ្នឹងដូចខ្លួនវាណាឆ្លងពេលវេលាមកទប់ស្កាត់ចឹងហ្នឹងវាទៅពិបាកបញ្យល់ដែររឿងឆ្លងពេលវេលាហ្នឹងវារឿងពិបាកយល់តិចវាកើតឡើងមុនណាមុនយើងដឹងណានេះភាសាហ្នឹងវាអាចកើតឡើងមុនយើងដឹង
Maybe that really was me after all.
Yeah.
Well, future me.
Future này kìa.
But I don't know if I have enough power left.
Trong này lấy ngon đập pi lói nè.
There's no time.
Cả đấng băng Chromia chui này. Nó sẽ tập bẹ pon cho môi được future này. Future cho môi năng nè. Chromia xong pe vlia mà chui.
I have to make it. Oh Frost Moon. Oh great land. Oh slumbering moonlight of Nodcry. If you can hear me, if you can sense my call, then please heed me once more.
Oh my god. Không. Cáp cái con này này.
Did it work?
Cho mình chop cái ta chop hay giờ này. Hạt chop thế mà tao. Hay sai.
Wake up.
Tại giờ đây.
Hey, did you hear me? Columbina, I said wake up now.
Oh, good morning, Sandrone.
It's 3 in the afternoon, actually. And could you kindly not use my quarters as your personal nap room next time?
But I feel so safe here. And your coffee, right? It's so bitter, but it smells lovely.
It's like you were raised by wolves in a forest or something. What did you drink growing up? Grass tea?
The Frost Moon Scions certainly led a more frugal existence than the Fatui.
Then I'll bet you've never eaten one of these before.
It smells delicious.
That's because it's a Fontanian recipe. I had a
Fontanian.
little free time today, so I made a batch. Rosaline will be here shortly, but if you really can't wait, I guess you can go ahead and... Hey, at least let me finish before you start eating! Did the Frost Moon Scions not teach you basic table manners? Or did the rules not apply to you because you're the high and mighty moon goddess?
បើរឿងលេងទៅកាន់ដត្តកាលអត់យល់អាហ្នឹងវាតាក់ទងគ្នា the future កន្លងពីណាមកជួយយើងអាហ្នឹងដូចឆ្លងពេលវេលាអញ្ចឹងកន្លងពីណា future មកជួយពេលហ្នឹងពេលយើងប្រយុទ្ធមួយរាអាហ្នឹងបាន future កន្លងពីណាមកជួយតាកន្លងពីហ្នឹងហើយមកជួយតានេះ future យើងនេះ future យើងនេះបងយើងបងលេងមិញហ្នឹង future នេះកែប្រែអាចកែប្រែនេះបាននេះកន្លងពីណាអាចកែប្រែអតីតកាលបានណា
Of course they are. I made them.
I was worried they might contain traces of machine oil.
What?
Machine oil?
You know, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. Why did you leave your old home and join the Fatui?
Why did you leave all your old home and join Fatui? កាលហ្នឹងដោយសារគាត់ដោយសារ people អស់ជំនឿលើគាត់មែនអត់ខឹងគាត់ស្អប់គាត់ទៅគាត់ក៏ទៅរត់ចូល Fatui មែនអត់
I mean, I'm sure their food was awful. But there's gotta be more to it than that.
Well, life there didn't go quite how I imagined.
What were you expecting? You're a god. Your followers are gonna make some demands of you, right? Surely you can just answer a few prayers here and there in return for the free food and drink. How bad can it be?
Well, would you help other people just for free food and drink? The doctor told me that you were created by a great mechanic, Lord something Fisher.
Lord what?
The Lord Artificer. Some people can't keep their mouths shut.
និយាយទៅ Marionette robot នេះគឺបង្កើតដោយនេះ Lord Artificer នេះគឺបង្កើតដោយអ្នកហ្នឹងនេះអញ្ចឹង Marionette ហ្នឹងគឺ robot ដូចក្រុមដូច robot Rider Sugan អញ្ចឹងឯនេះបង្កើតតែ Marionette គឺអ្នកឈ្មោះគេអ្នក Lord Artificer អ្នកបង្កើត
Oh, Lord Artificer. And didn't he have something to do with the, narcissist?
Narcissenkreuz Ordo.
ឈ្មោះបាក់អានតាឈ្មោះខ្ញុំអានត្រូវនេះមែនខ្ញុំអានចេញកន្លងពីណាដែរអានដូចកន្លងពីណាដែរចេញស្អីគេ narcissist នឹងឯងនេះ narcissist ដែរ narcissist តាមកន្លងពីណាស្រួលតិច narcissist
Yes, that was it. Narcissenkreuz Ordo. So, would you try to fulfill their wishes?
You must be joking. I wouldn't go even if they paid me. I don't even know them.
Okay, YG Endgame. Okay, what that? YG Endgame okay. Okay, បើដូចថាចាប់បង្ខំយើងឲ្យចូលរួមជាមួយខ្ញុំកាន់តែឆ្ងល់ទៀតអូខេបើដល់ទៅថាចាប់បង្ខំយើងឲ្យចូលរួម រួមជាមួយខ្ញុំកាន់តែឆ្ងល់ទៀតឆ្ងល់មិនមែនឆ្ងល់ត្រង់ដល់តែចង់ឲ្យយើងចូលជាមួយមែនចូលជាមួយដកថេមែនតែសារដល់តែឃើញយើងខ្លាំងអត់នេះសាច់យើងអត់ effect ជាមួយនឹង world ហ្នឹងស្អីគេថាមអីហ្នឹងគឺអត់ effect ជាមួយយើងដែរនេះថាមអីហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងហើយយើងអាចរស់នៅអន់យូរជាងមនុស្សហ្នឹងមនុស្សលោកអញ្ចឹងដល់ទៅចង់ឲ្យយើងចូលខាងវាដើម្បីប្រើយើង
Exactly. Well, I
Ở
felt the
dương.
same way.
Ở
I did
dương
not
này.
know the people who made demands of me.
ឲ្យយើងក្បត់ជាមួយមនុស្សហើយចូលខាង doctor ហ្នឹងនេះហើយ doctor ហ្នឹងឲ្យស្អីគេឲ្យ the power ស្អីគេនោះដែលឲ្យយើងកាន់តែខ្លាំងហ្នឹងនេះ power of Sri Moon ហ្នឹងឲ្យយើងគ្រប់គ្រងស្អីគ្រប់គ្រង power មួយផ្នែកហើយដូចចង់បង្កើតស្អីថ្មីនេះវាឃើញអត់វាកន្លែងនោះមិញកន្លែងក្នុង energy field មិញវាកើតវាឲ្យមនុស្សទៅជាសត្វអត់លេងនេះអញ្ចឹងវាយ៉ាងផ្លាស់ប្ដូរនេះហ្មងផ្លាស់ប្ដូរភពហ្នឹងហ្មង
What do you know? We're on the same page for once. In his later years, Alan did ask me if there was anything I wanted to do. If I had any wishes of my own. Well, I don't. And I'm not in any mood to fulfill someone else's either.
Who's Alain?
Alan again.
He was the... You know what? Never mind. You're not gonna remember. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, neither of us is the self-sacrificing type. Let me ask you this. What sort of place would you like to live in, if you could choose?
A place where people don't ask me for things I cannot give them. Where they don't worship me, or fear me, but just want to chat with me like a normal person. I'd also like the freedom to come and go as I please. And ideally, it would be somewhere with the smell of coffee and snacks.
Not to burst your bubble, but no such place exists in the world. Now, take your snacks and scram.
Đâu nói bạn.
Did I pass out? Of course. I'm back here again. I dreamed of events from my past. Sandrone. Traveler. I miss you all so much. Back there. I guess I managed to harness all the Kuvaki energy on Hisi Island. But how did I do it? Time is flowing backwards here, and I can use that familiar power to enter the world of the past. That mystery ally everyone talked about. It was me all along.
The sun now lying reflection of the moon នេះគ្នាគឺពេលវេលាដើរថយក្រោយហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងបានយើងអាចទៅនេះបានអាចទៅអតីតកាលបានណាអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចពេលយើងឆ្លងទៅគឺយើងទៅនេះហ្មងអតីតកាលដើរថយក្រោយហ្នឹងយើងព្រលំណា future ហ្នឹងដើរទៅក្រោយនេះគាត់អាចទៅក្រោយបានដូចឆ្លងពេលវេលាទៅក្រោយដោយសារកន្លែងនេះសារកន្លែងហ្នឹងកន្លែង reflection of the moon ហ្នឹងគឺពេលវេលាដើរថយក្រោយ
I can sense that there isn't much more power remaining up ahead. What lies at the end of all of this? Will time keep flowing into the past? And will I ever find my way back?
Mong 12 ហើយ
It's getting harder and harder to use my power.
Like the master's power.
I'm no match for the abyss in this state. I need to avoid the contaminated fragments. Time to go. I wonder where I'll find myself this time.
Chả mơ mới là đi tàu đó tàu pe nà chả mơ. Sao mãi tàu pe liền này.
The final night cemetery. This is where Flint's is based.
Cái đòn này đòn. Cái cục kia chặt tục phải món này cái. Phải món chi anon god bạc nhom bánh cật thà. Chi cái Panas Heavenly Principle. Oh, I don't know. Ai cắt lang đây. Ta ắt cho bà.
Or not? How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes, but it is also our most efficient option.
Seems like they're searching for information. Oh, I remember. Flint and Varga talked about some files on the Wild Hunt. Was this my doing too?
To expose the true intentions of this Rarir, we need to dive into Notcry's history.
Ôi tao sao tại dương đi môn on nè, sao dương đừng môn on nè. Tao rừng cục giang là cắt lang ca long pel dương top scat cho mỗi Rarir đó cứ sao tại cần lồng bên na chui tao on nè. Cái long pel liền mà chui. Nè cái bông chuối nè, nè nó bông chuối nè. Cái điều cái long pel liền bị lại reflection moon nó mà đo mà chui dương top scat cho mỗi Rarir.
Are my actions changing the past?
Ai plak đồ
Or
đồ
are
pha
they
nè.
simply completing a process? Is all of this inevitable? Or am I the one making these decisions?
Decision.
If I choose not to help them now,
What?
will it change how things turn out?
Men ta. Sao giờ chui mà ai plak đồ ạ.
Hope we don't land on our heads then.
They're my friends. I can't not help them.
Chui là nửa cho nó lột vào lại mới nè. Nửa nè. Khét nè bên khét. Nhóm chăm hồi này lại nhóm chăm nha, xong lên lại nhóm lên đằng. Rừng độc giác cứ đa xa kalau bên nào này, kalau na chui đằng môn ó nè. Tao cần sẵn lâu hảo à. Cần sẵn lâu big brand nào nè. Big brand đó cần sẵn lâu. Hồi quá. Big brand nào nè.
And the other one was here.
Okay.
Hey, another file's moving.
Oh my god, cho có xử lý đi. Từ.
That should do it. Luanatar? You can sense my presence? Wait.
Tiệt đấy. Tụi anh đây. Hot chop thế, thằng này chào bye.
Luanatar. So she's that familiar presence I've been sensing all along. She's always been by the Traveler's side. That explains why the Traveler has been there each time I've entered the past. But why Luanatar? Is it because she has a connection to me as the Moon Goddess's familiar? If so, why not any other Kuhenki? That's...
lôi mày.
I cannot sense any power up ahead. Just a void, stretching out into infinity. This is likely my final chance to enter the past. It's now or never. I have to find a way back.
Easy Island.
Easy Island? How far back in time is this? Where's Luanatar? I can't sense her presence this time.
Ồ, về cái lại gì? Mền, là mền. Mình chạy.
Seeing Anafa and Aino reunited like that sure was heartwarming.
Đấy, thì tới đăng buồn rồi, vậy đăng buồn vòng này, đăng buồn rồi.
Stay calm. I don't have much power left to change things.
Mình chạy đăng buồn mà.
I don't even have that much time left here. Think, Columbina. How do I find a way back? A way back to where? Do I go back to Moon Prayer Night? Or to the future that followed? And if I return in my current state, what will become of me then? Dottoro's actions that day proved that he'd been planning that for a long time. He had already seized the power of 2 moon marrows before capturing me. Even if I managed to get back, how can I fight against him when he wields the Tri-Lune Authority? I can't. If I go back like this, I'll be playing right into his hands. I have to find some way of rivaling the power he has usurped. Wait. Time flowing backwards. The Tri-Lune Authority. Does that mean... I think I know what the final destination of this lunar reflection might be. I know what I must do.
Let's go.
Speaking of homes, we must already be close to where the Frost Moon Scions live. The vibe here feels different, just like the scenery.
But how do I communicate my plan to my friends? Should I write it down here? No. Someone else will see it. I need something with a close connection to me. Something I can use as a medium to tell them what's happened to me in here. Now it makes sense.
Cài. Mền. Nhất đăng buồn vòng như thế này. Trong dây bên nhà ban đấy nè. Ban mơ spoiler ấy nè. Lấy cái lại dân này lại dân lại anh em làm dân tao chụp Lomina. Tao sửa sẽ cắt là hai là cắt môn hả?
Felt like some sort of breeze blew by, and then the petals suddenly turned into...
Cô ban kỳ. Khóc.
It was I who brought Luanatar into being. I gave up a piece of my own soul to create her. That's why I could sense a familiar power from the moment I entered this space. It also explains why she's been present in every past location that I've entered. Because we have a deep connection.
Hey there! What's your name?
And the reason why there are no more gates to the past after this point is that
Okay.
Luanatar hadn't been born then. No wonder I sensed the trace of a blessing when we first met. But I still didn't recognize the soul hidden within you. Back then, I was just a little lost dove. I had yet to become Columbina Hyposelenia.
Go on now. We've got stuff to do. Best you find someone else to hang out with.
Hey, you scared it off.
I'll be counting on you. Remember to stay by the traveler's side. Guide her, and help her in my stead. Oh, and bring her to the garden where the moon prayer blossoms grow. There's a little lost dove there who will need her help. Go on. You too. Go and live your story. As for mine must go in a different direction.
Trời ơi. Really? Chứ mẹ đâu vẽ thiệt. Mẹ nó vẽ thiệt đấy. To tiến.
How would you like to experience the thrill of never being held accountable for your actions? You could crush people like ants without consequence, or tear off their heads or limbs as you please. Believe me, such a life is but one small step away.
What point is he trying to make? Freedom?
To kill.
But the freedom to kill? To do evil and get away with it? Why would you offer me that?
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. I have taken my research to the highest level, where I shall be not just a god, but also a servant to many sacred spirits. I shall heed the truth and perform holy deeds. A god's laboratory is the perfect playground, but it needs the right occupant to explore its full potential. Mortals are found everywhere one looks. Not so with Descenders. I'd prefer my first guest to be a distinguished individual such as yourself. And I know you could make the most of the opportunities it offers.
So the condition for entering the new world is to take innocent lives. The same dilemma that Rerir once faced. Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit? Rerir did. And look where it got him.
Have you made up your mind?
I can't do it. Your playground is no place for me. You're putting your hopes in the wrong person. But we both know I'm not quite the hero you say I am either. I have my own reasons for the journey I'm on. And they aren't all selfless.
You've grown a lot since we last met. But there are still things you are unwilling to compromise on. This will only hinder you. Why don't I lower my requirements a little as a gesture of goodwill? I'll give you a little time to learn to be a less noble soul. That'll make things much easier for you.
I really doubt I could live that sort of life.
And yet you already sound less defiant than a moment ago. The benefits appeal to you because you can read the signs of the times. Why don't we return to my research facility? Your last visit was so rushed. There is much that I have yet to show you. Now to that question.
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
Oh my god.
This is most disappointing.
Oh my gee. Oh my god.
Now then.
No. Oh my god let's go nàyត្រូវបោះវណ្ណរហើយ
A new face.
Oh my god Oh my god កោសេរីអវតារដល់បេះវណ្ណរដល់បេះកោសេរីរី Okay, head guy, how did you get here?
You're still gonna call me Hat Guy after that, huh?
Head guy. Okay, you come all this way just to sell me.
I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving.
Yeah, point. She just got me by surprise. Thank you. Not wait you entered.
It's nothing. I'll be fine. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that shocking that I'd come to your rescue?
I Cái tới ní còn ra nó cứ the first creator របស់ the doctor ហ្នឹងនេះ creator ចំការជា god អូអញ្ចឹងមកជា doctor ហ្នឹងវាចង់ឲ្យយើងខ្លាចជា god ចង់ឲ្យយើងជួយវាខ្លាចជា god more shock that you caught the doctor of god
I owed you a favor back in Sumeru. Now we're even.
អូខេគេមកសងគុណយើងនេះ
Distracting Dotori was tough.
ដែលយើងជួយ
I won't lie.
ដែលយើងជួយកាលនៅ
He's not gonna fall for the same trick
Sumeru.
twice. That was my one shot. I'd hoped to use it to take him out. Ugh. I never wanted to obliterate someone more than I do right now. Dotori doesn't recognize me, but his segments were originally made based on an analysis of my operational principles. I expect it's only a matter of time before he figures out what I am.
So Dotori doesn't recognize Wanderer.
អត់ស្គាល់ហ្នឹង
Because he deleted himself from Irminsul.
អូ doctor អត់ចាំហ្នឹងអត់ចាំស្កាមួយហ្នឹងនេះសារកណ្ដឹងស្កាមួយ delete memory តែទៅនឹងកត់ចោលអស់នេះមានតែយើងចាំមកនេះ
Did he really miss his only chance for revenge by saving me?
Why the long face? Hey, I'm not blaming you, okay? And I'm not complaining either. Rescuing you and killing Dotori are equally important goals.
Okay.
Everyone would be pretty stuck without you. It's best you live to fight another day.
How are you holding up? Are you all right? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away as we could after leaving the energy field, and only meet up once it was safe.
You don't look injured. It seems that Dotori didn't do anything to you.
I'm fine.
All right. Rescue operation complete. Let's head back. There's a lot more work to be done before this is over.
Okay, អ្នកចាប់ហើយអត់ចាប់ទេចូលវគ្គថ្មីទៀតហើយអាក់8 Let's go យើងតាមមកជួប Paimon វិញ Finally មកជួប Paimon វិញហើយយើង
Understood. I will bear the Tsaritsa's decree in mind. I don't see what's so awesome about it, though. Does he really think everyone else is as immature as him? I'm not stooping to Tartaglia's level.
I thought you might say that. How's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. That alchemist Albedo gave me a few ideas. Remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Natsitzenkreuz Institute. Rene de Petrichor and Jakob Ingold. Alangilton despised Rene's theories and methods, but he never managed to come up with better alternatives either. So I adopted some of Rene's ideas.
I thought Alain was like a father to you. He and Rene were mortal enemies, were they not?
And what would you say if Linny and his friends one day learned something useful from someone you utterly detested?
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that they have surpassed me.
For all we know, Alan Giltan might have thought the same thing. Not that it matters, though. He's dead, and I'm alive. So it's my call to make. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life. Only the living get to decide what happens next.
Này hồi á.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on? And you still have all your limbs?
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, madam.
Excuse you. I am perfectly composed.
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry? Oh, yeah, right. You think we, the Fatui, were worried about you?
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this mission in whatever capacity you please. Much like your tea parties.
It's a laugh a minute with you guys.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me he would need no additional aid.
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal, but in this case, we had full confidence in Hat Guy.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside on standby. Meanwhile, Hat Guy broke into the energy field and rescued the Traveler solo.
Sorry.
You didn't have to mention that.
ខ្លាំងជាងទៀតទៅ head guy ខ្លាំងជាងបទូវីទៀតខ្លាំងជាងនេះទៀតទៅជួយបានជួយ traveler បានខ្លាំងជាង like ខ្លាំងជាង centrone ទៀតចឹងនេះគួយគិតគួយនិយាយណា
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed. You are a force to be reckoned with, Hat Guy.
Is she back? Is she really back?
Hamon, please calm down.
Traveler! It's really you! Paimon missed you so much!
I won't cry again.
You can finally breathe easy, Paimon.
It's great to have you back in one piece. Oh, Paimon's been having nightmares the whole time you were gone.
Stop, please, Paimon, stop. Please stop.
Look at them. You know, once you reach my age, there's nothing better than watching a misty-eyed reunion between friends.
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too. I bet Ino and Anefa would be tearing up as well if they were here.
I know Anefa.
Varka, I'm not sure Anefa can cry.
Robot.
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, your eyes are looking a little red and puffy. Come here, let's hug it out.
What? Ew, no. No, thank you. You're not my dad, okay? Knock it off.
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But the silver lining is, I didn't come away from this ordeal empty-handed. While I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dottoro's current capabilities and what he plans to do with them. Allow me to explain.
Hi, mong 7 mong 12 កន្លះហើយ
The three moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. No wonder Dottore believes himself to be equal to the gods.
Smile god.
Maybe even superior.
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery. And I believe Miss Sandrone has something to share too. Ma'am, perhaps you could do the honors?
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after a crumbly cake. It always comes back to haunt you.
Illuminate is like
Our next step is to find a way to bring her back.
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight. Surely it must have been created for a specific purpose. But I fear the answers are buried deep into Vat's history, held by great powers beyond our reach.
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time, just traveling in the opposite direction to us. The question is, where does that path lead? Or will it keep going to infinity?
Infinity.
We considered that question as well. Strictly speaking, time is not infinite.
Okay.
Indeed not. Every road has an end.
Okay.
Nicole! You sure loved quietly sneaking in mid-conversation.
Nicole.
I do, in fact.
Cho enjoy
It's
one.
something I've always done at our mages' tea parties. Quiet, mysterious, and persuasive. You wonder what lies at the end of her road. Well, just as the world has a beginning and an end, so too does time. And so, the end of the road is the moment that Tevat was born. But where Miss Columbina will end up along this road, that depends on where this particular river of reverse time began.
What about the original moons and the moon goddesses? Do they have a beginning too?
All things do.
All things do.
In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky.
In the beginning.
It was the Dragon King Nibelung who raised the 3 moons into the heavens, and thus were the moon goddesses born. They were shadows of the planet, born to wield Nibelung's authority and oversee the world on his behalf. They were extensions of his will, manifestations of his majesty. But then one day, they disappeared just as suddenly as they had once been brought into being. Nobody knew where they had gone.
Illuminate.
Like I thought, no more paths back to reality have emerged since. But how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. There are even moments where I can sense something that feels like abyssal energy. They can just materialize out of thin air. I have to keep my wits about me.
Được như lạnh đó ạ. Cái lạnh. Cái lạnh đi hả? Cái lạnh log in cho wuwa nè. Nên đôi giật. Hồi nè. Đây là lạnh log in cho lạnh wuwa nè, lạnh dân log in cho là. Nghe đôi giật. Sediang, mình đối với sediang. Vừa vàng cái sân tệ tôi hay mến. Bao gì? Mến ta. Anh em bạn sao bán chứ? Chào lại to ngày khỏi tiết. Không vô pek ở đây nè. Đôi vậy nè, đôi ta, đôi vậy. Bao gì? Thời gian 3 thời gian. Thời gian xả đạn thế này. Cho ai phải chấp ai. Ai phải chấp ai cái này. Cái bàn chứ. Bàn mà vi tiết hai này crop ai. Chết crop ai. Chết crop ai là sao vậy? Chết crop bàn này ha, chết crop này. Ngõ bàn rồi. Nó vậy nè. Chết crop bàn này nè. Nó sắp bên ngayទៀត. Thế bạch pha toàn là chào bài.
The world remains constant over the centuries.
Thế nhưng mà đọc pi cả làm không? In the morning. Thế ta chăm chụp nhân đâu. Like cái này nè. Bye bye nè. Good night.